What are you doing here?
I am Zhao the Immovable, of the Chimeriad.
The Chimeriad?
4 warriors in personal service to the king. To think Zhao was a member all along.
It is a great honor to meet you, former Chief of Staff Ilbert.
Ah, and you are the ebon wing of Azul, Wingle the Nova.
You must be the King of Azul.
My name is Gaius, King of Azul. Welcome, Maxwell.
You have requested an audience with the king, have you not? Now please, state your business.
Boosters made in your country have already fallen into Rashigal hands. If a war were to break out between your nations, then the results would be catastrophic for everyone.
Oh. And you came all the way here just to tell me that in person?
Yes, Your Highness.
We're planning to destroy one of Rashigal's weapons, a really big one at that. Once that thing's gone, we know that Rashigal's king wouldn't dare declare war on you. In fact, we hope that you might, help us?
Is there anything else?
Yes, there is one other matter we'd like to discuss. It is in regards to the booster laboratory within the Royal Hunting Grounds.
Is it true you once abducted orphans for this facility, and then you performed experiments on these children?
Well, I didn't see that one coming. What does any of this have to do with you, Spirit?
I am Maxwell. It is my duty to protect both humans and spirits alike.
Really? Spirits protecting humans? Now that is quite an interesting tale.
You forsook your duty as king, and then you toyed with the lives of your own people, didn't you?
The laboratory is entirely my responsibility. It was a haven for those children. They would have died without it. You imagine it as a mad scientist's lab, but I assure you the experiments were entirely humane.
You expect us to take your word for this?
But I was...
This girl, she was that test subject?
Yes, she was.
Even in Hamil, Elise was forced to live in a tiny room. Don't you consider that
Cruel?
Well, yes.
Tell me something, boy. Have you ever considered what it takes to achieve happiness?
To achieve happiness?
Yes, to try and live a satisfying life. How do you think one can achieve that? Do you even know?
Well...
It takes freedom to make your own decisions, and to form your own beliefs.
Exactly. It takes freedom.
Well, I disagree. When a man loses his way in life, the ground beneath him starts to slowly crumble, until there is nothing left.
What do you mean, nothing left?
A man who cannot find his way becomes trapped. The more he struggles, the deeper he sinks into uncertainty. True happiness comes from following a noble path across an entire lifetime, without getting lost. My country does not produce failures. It is the king's duty to show his people the proper path. I must keep them from becoming completely trapped. Now, let me tell you in no uncertain terms why I've called you here. Maxwell, I know you stole the key from the laboratory in Rashigal. Now hand it over immediately.
No, I won't. The key was not meant for human hands. When faced with the power that can destroy the entire world, no human can control him or herself.
It seems as though you haven't heard a thing that I just said, Spirit.
Something about royal guidance and noble paths. I've heard it before. You humans never change. I've watched you for 2,000 years.
All right. Then why don't you just tell us where the key is?
What?
Alvin! What are you doing?
But you can't!
Alvin.
Sorry, guys. I'm just doing my job.
Alvin, who did Maxwell entrust the key to?
The handmaid Ivor. He's probably sulking back in Nia Khera as we speak.
Al, what are you doing here?
Hey, Pressa. Long time no see.
Pressa, what is it?
Ignore them. Give your report.
The Rashigal army has invaded Hamil.
What did you say?
I'm afraid the casualties are high. Those not killed were captured. They were then sent to Rashigal. We also found evidence that the power of a great spirit was used upon the village.
A great spirit? But no one has successfully summoned the 4 great spirits for 2 decades.
Impossible. I would have known if the 4 great spirits had been released. Could it be the Lance of Kresnik? Is it possible that Nautical has made a new key?
If that's the case, then we're declaring war. Send word to all the clans. I am going to crush anyone who dares to harm my people!
Well then, we will no longer have any need for the likes of you. But if His Highness were to have the Spirit Maxwell as his captive, even the unruly clans would be forced to bend their knees.
Miss Elise.
Tipo, no! Well, don't just stand there! Come on, run!
Capture Maxwell. Recover the test subject.
Okay. Ja, jetzt wollen die uns angreifen. Jetzt haben wir auch die 4 Untergebenen gesehen vom Kaiser. Alvin ist einer von denen. Hätte man ja wissen müssen, nach dem Ganzen, was er da getan hat. Aber abwenden können wir es ja nicht. Oder konnten wir es nicht.
So, Alvin really was a big fat liar.
I assumed he had his reasons, but this time he took it too far.
Stupid traitor, let me at him! Why would he betray us like that?
I'm afraid even I can't read his mind.
How could he do this to us? He better not show his face around us again.
Okay, wir müssen aus der Stadt raus. Ich denke mal, so viele Wege wird es nicht mehr geben.
It won't open.
If we can reactivate the 5 control stones, we may be able to unlock the gate. Pour your mana into the stones until they glow red.
Just like at Fort Gandala.
The gate will not unlock, however, unless we all activate the stones at roughly the same...
Wait, I've never done anything like this before.
Don't worry. Just use your mana as you would when casting an art.
There's no time. We've only one chance.
Let us begin.
Uh-oh.
Done.
Already?
I'm finished too.
Same here.
I did it. Come on, come on. I'm so sick of holding everyone back. Why? Why can't I do it? Mila!
Leia, relax.
I'm not good enough for this!
Quit thinking you're inferior to anyone here.
Thanks.
You can do this. Let's continue.
Okay. Yes!
Hurry up, you two!
Okay, wir haben es durchgeschafft.
Nobody leaves me behind at a party.
Pressa, was it? If you've been Gaius's henchwoman all along, then you've been after us ever since we escaped Fenmont.
Al sold you out to His Highness way back in Nia Khera.
He was on your side the whole time.
Hardly. That man's no ally.
Huh?
I'll leave our relationship to your imagination. All I'll say is this. Al drifts from one group to the next like a ship without a compass. Trying to plot his course is impossible. Serves you right for trusting him.
It's obvious that the Lance of Kresnik is the greatest threat if war breaks out. Surely Maxwell realizes this.
Your territorial squabbles are of no interest to me. My only concern is keeping that thing out of human hands and preventing a miserable end for us all.
So high and mighty. It's time someone broke your arrogance.
Enough! You didn't become a veteran of countless battles through meaningless bloodshed. Has your youth gotten the better of you?
Don't lecture me on age, Ilbert. Your ways are old. Therefore, you falter. And then you flee.
What just happened?
A sudden burst of mana.
He has a booster!
Why? Who are you?
Ilis, Saibon Punyukaida, Tiyaude Sevon Priyande.
What? Is that Long Dao?
So un Susu Maxwell. Wizun Kitiodo.
Oh, jetzt müssen wir gegen die zwei kämpfen. Krass.
I warn you, he's quite strong like this.
Can't understand a word he's saying, though.
No matter, you'll
Ah,
understand
ich habe
soon.
niemanden.
Once we're all finished with you, time to become one.
One! Understood.
Oh
Look out!
All right. I shall provide support. Please provide support.
Ah, krass.
Down the breath of life.
Meteoric won't.
Don't worry.
Time to become one.
Shit. Shit, 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 shit. Alter.
Rain down the breath of life. Don't worry. Rain down the breath of life.
Rising Falcon. Provide support. Rising Falcon.
Ah.
Not bad. Purify the stuff.
Hat ähnliche Fähigkeiten wie ich. Alter.
Please provide support.
Don't worry.
Look out!
Rising Falcon. I lost focus.
Komm.
One. Roger.
Schön abgewehrt. Na gut gemacht.
That's one. Roger.
I'll cover you.
He's upon us.
Well played. Please provide support.
Also der erste Kampf, der wirklich mal anstrengend ist. Komm. Krass. Yes. War jetzt nur der erste. Aber selbst das kriegen wir hin. Komm, 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 komm.
His hair completely changed. And his speech too.
2800 Erfahrungspunkte. Kampf ging 3,5 Minuten. Also es war wirklich mal ein anspruchsvoller Kampf. Wow, unfassbar. Wow, machen wir einfach weiter. Ist krass.
I won't let never.
What now?
Still wanna play, do you?
Wait!
Don't try to stop me.
No, look!
I suppose our time is up.
Running away again, Ilbert? It's because you ran last time that King Noctigal ended up the way he did.
Ja, und Alvin hat zugesehen gerade eben. Gut, erstmal die Level-Ups verteilen. So, und ich denke, wir können das hier schließen. Ja, da wird einiges auf uns zukommen. So, dann müsste es bei ihr allerdings auch geschlossen werden. Also bei allen jetzt im Grunde genommen. Jeder, der ein Level-Up bekommen hat. Genau. Okay, bei ihm nicht. Er hängt ein Level hinterher. Genau, also ab Level 32 sind die Dinger anscheinend komplett geschlossen. Bis auf die, bis auf die 7. Ebene hoch, glaube ich, müsste es jetzt sein. Gucken wir mal kurz. Das ist 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Genau, bis zur 7. Ebene, Level 32, hat man alle voll gemacht. Und ich glaube, ab jetzt werde ich es so machen, wenn ich Level aufsteige, dass ich nur noch spezielle Sachen nach oben gehe. Weil jetzt haben wir eine gute Grundbasis geschaffen für unsere Charaktere. Und ab jetzt kann man eigentlich so weitermachen, wie man den Charakter eben entwickeln will. In welche Richtung. Ich mache an dieser Stelle einen kleinen Schnitt. Und beim nächsten Mal werden wir nach Xiandu wieder zurückkehren. Wer hätte es gedacht? Vielen Dank fürs Zusehen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Haut rein!